cold wind howled among the charred pillars of the ancient sanctuary, tearing ash from the ground as if the earth itself was trying to shake off the memory of the defilement. In the center of the circle stood Eldan, the last guardian of the Etrov bloodline. His armor, once gleaming under the sun, was now scratched and covered in soot and something sticky, dark. In his hands he clutched a heavy blade, its edge shimmering with runes that flickered with a dim blue light. Before him a shadow seethed. It had no true form, merely a vortex of darkness, gloom, and despair that devoured light and sound. From this abyss came a whisper, full of lies and promises. "Why resist? You are the last. They are all dead. Your wife, your son. They rotted in the earth while you ran across battlefields. You didn't save them then. What are you protecting now? Emptiness?" Eldan gritted his teeth. The image of Lyanna with her clear eyes and the laughter of little Ellian warmed his soul for a fleeting moment. This was not just a whisper. This was the evil that read his deepest pain. "I protect their memory," he rasped, "and the hope that the sun will rise after I am gone. Hope is a disease. I will bring peace, oblivion. Just lower your sword." The shadow surged toward him. It was not an attack, but an overwhelming wave of pure terror. An icy cold burned his skin through the steel. Eldan roared, more from fury than pain, and swung his sword. The runes flared brighter, cutting through the darkness like lightning. The shadow recoiled with a piercing shriek, but immediately coiled in again, wrapping around him like a boa constrictor. He fought, losing all sense of time. Each blow took a part of his strength. Each parry felt like trying to hold back a falling mountain with his bare hands. The shadow seeped under his armor, leaving no wounds, but sucking out his will, his joy, his brightest memories, leaving only the ash of regret. "One strike, just one, and the pain will end," the shadow whispered, and its voice now sounded like Lyanna's. Eldan faltered. The hand holding the sword lowered a hair's breadth. He could almost see her, his beloved, reaching for him from the darkness. An invitation to peace, to an end. And in that instant his gaze fell on the sword's hilt, where a small, clumsily carved flower, a gift from his son, was etched. A memory not of death, but of life, of laughter, of love. It was not a loud revelation. It was a quiet, stubborn click in the depths of his soul. "No," Eldan said softly. "You are not the end. You are nothing." He straightened up. Strength that should have been long gone suddenly surged from his very core. It was not a warrior's rage, but the unwavering will of a man who remembers what he is fighting for. With a cry filled with despair, hope, and all his love, he raised his sword and did not brace for an attack. Instead, he charged forward, right into the heart of the darkness. The runes on the blade blazed so brightly they illuminated all the ruins like a tiny sun. The light was blinding. The shadow shrieked. This time, it was a cry of true agony and fear. It began to shrink, retreat, dissipate under this pure, furious light. Eldan fell to his knees, leaning on his sword. Before him, there was no more vortex of darkness, only a dissipating cloud of black smoke being carried away by the wind. Silence. In the east, over the mountain ridges, appeared the first thin strip of dawn. The pale light fell on his face. He breathed heavily, each breath a searing pain. He was infinitely tired, empty, and free. He had not defeated evil for all. He had not destroyed it forever. It would probably gather somewhere else, in another place, at another time. But not here. Not now. Eldan slowly, painfully, rose to his feet. He turned his back to the ruins and took a step. then another, toward the rising sun. He was the last warrior, and he had held the line. And that, for today, was enough. Enough for one lifetime, for one victory, 10 minutes long, until the dawn.